When you get the man right, you get the world right. When you get the person right, when you get an individual right, that's when you start to create transformational breakthroughs. Peak performance, right? That's what today's all about. How can you, as a leader, become a peak performer? Being a true peak performer is thriving in every phase of life.
Matt Mayberry is a former NFL player with the Chicago Bears. He joins us from Chicago tonight.
Leadership is not a difference maker, it is the difference maker. A bear can't be nothing but a bear. A dog can't be nothing but a dog. But as human beings, we have the wonderful privilege of being whatever we want to be. Right now is your time. Right now is your time. Take the moment to gain extreme clarity about your practice, about who you want to be as a man or as a woman, who you want to be as a leader. Make the decision to take full, complete responsibility for your life. Expand your vision as to what's possible. You can do more. You can do, have, and become more every day of your life. Focus on how are you responding to the events in your life, both positive and negative. Because when you do that, your life will change forever. The title of my presentation today is Transformational Leadership, the building blocks to becoming a game-changing leader. And my time in the NFL as an athlete is which 1% of the population gets the opportunity to make it to that level. It's the best of the best from all over the country. And now in the business world, meeting with some of the most extraordinary leaders, innovative leaders, changing the world. The one resemblance that they all have, the common theme they all share is that transformational leaders are obsessed with growing themselves because they fully understand that they cannot grow their team, they can't grow their dental practice until they grow themselves. And there's a very clear resemblance as to what the best NFL teams do, as to what the best organizations do, regardless of industry. I've seen it firsthand with my own two eyes. And the one commonality between the two is this. They have created a culture and team environment where they are obsessed with growing the individual. Obsessed. And before I get started with all that great stuff that we're going to talk about, because we're going to talk about culture, teamwork, how to build a phenomenal world-class team, how to lead through change, and everything else that you probably want to know as a leader and how to be more efficient being in leadership. If you want a different result, you can't stay the same person. A different result, a different expectation demands a new you. And that's where a lot of people, they miss that gap. They think that they can make $10 million a year. They think they can increase revenue by 35%. They think that they can have a world-class culture if they continue to be the same leader they've always been. It'll never happen. You have to become a different type of man or woman to get to a new level of success. It demands it. The best leaders are always asking themselves, how can we do this better? How can we have more meaningful conversations and touches with our clients, not just when there's a problem or things are going wrong? How can we elevate our team performance? How can I elevate my performance as a leader? If you have that type of curiosity on a daily basis, I guarantee you a lot of people will come to you at the end of the year and say, job well done. The best leaders, the very best, have a staggering level of curiosity. Think of every organization, every team, every department in an organization as a big circle. In the center of that circle, you have the 10 percenters, as I call them. The 10 percenters are reliable. They go above and beyond and do a phenomenal job at their job. They're well-liked, well-respected, and they're the hardest workers in the room. 10% of those people are in the middle. Those are the very best people on your team. The 80 percenters consist of the people that they're positive on most days, they do a good enough job, but they never really go above and beyond. They just show up, do a job that they have to do, collect a paycheck. They might do it well, but they're never going above and beyond. They're never helping us innovate or find ways to do our job better. Really just getting by to an extent. And the bottom part of that is the bottom feeders, the 10% of the bottom feeders. These are the people that come to work that are usually negative. They're talking about other employees. They're always questioning the leader's decision as why are we doing this? Why are we going through this? This is what we've always done in business. We've been very successful at doing things this way. Why are we doing this now? And they're always finding ways to nitpick or talk about things in a negative way. So that's the bottom 10%. So what am I sharing with you this for? The easiest and most effective way that I have found to build a great team is that your job as a leader is to wake up every single day on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and ask yourself, how can we go get an 80 today? How can we go get an 80 and bring him into the top 10? How? Every day in college, because in college we had 5 to 6 captains. And those 5 to 6 captains, they never needed to be motivated. They were already motivated. So what leadership did, the only way, how do you build a Big Ten program from the bottom that doesn't win any games, maybe 1 or 2 games? How do you get them to compete against Ohio State or Michigan? You wake up every single day with enthusiasm, with a strong belief in the future, and you say to your leaders, the people that you can count on, the top 10%ers, let's go get an 80 today. Every day, your job as a leader should get a person on your team that's in the 80% and move them to the top 10%. Because a lot of leaders, they make the mistake of paying too much attention to the bottom 10%. Just let them go. Just let them be. The best organizations fully understand that if you create such a phenomenal and world-class culture, they will leave on their own. They will leave automatically because they do not fit into that culture. Achieving the goal is not the most important thing. The man or woman and the leader that you become in the process, in the pursuit of achieving that goal, that is the most important thing. The man or woman and the type of leader you become in the pursuit of you achieving your most important goal, that is the most important thing. The new habits that you instill and develop in your life, the new mindset, the new perspective that you develop. Like you become a different type of person.